Today, I want to discuss my absolute frustration. I sit there for a moment and jump on to watch a media channel, to watch a TV channel with the news, a normal mainstream media platform. And I truly sit there and try and listen to what it is they are trying to report on. And ideally, a media platform is there to inform you of all the things that happen in the world, good and bad. And I look, I listen, and I hear nothing. I hear nothing of any merit, nothing that actually means something. The reality is, if you dig deep and you actually look and find what the hell is going on in this world, you would be absolutely disgusted. You would be scared. You would be so awakened by the horrors that actually occur in this world, yet nothing is reported. Something as simple as a few weeks or months ago, the Epstein case was going through court and we saw nothing of it. Now, this is the biggest pedophile ring in the world not being reported on. So hard to find information on. Yet, you can find anything about COVID. You can find anything about, oh, the dog got stuck in a tree, but you can't find anything about real world topics. Now, the reason why this frustrates me is when you're trying to educate and empower our nation, our people with knowledge and give them an ability to understand the reality of what exists in this world, you need to be honest. You need to be truthful. You need them to see the harsh realities, the things that actually exist. Yet the platforms that have the power to do this are not doing this. Now, it takes small platforms like this to have honest discussions and real conversations, but we need to push that out into the world. And it's very hard to do when you have mainstream media taking over the majority and a massive monopoly in this industry. So why does it frustrate me so much? Because they have power. And as a responsibility with such power, there should be an accountability to really reporting on what exists and what needs change and what we need to educate our people on so that we can make change. The sad reality, there are so many dark situations happening in the world. And whether it's people don't want to hear it, but they should, whether it's easier to report on things that, will allow people to stay in tune and stay watching the channel rather than, oh, that's too harsh, that's too scary, I need to turn it off. The truth should be all these platforms should be discussing all the real world situations out there. Kids are getting raped. Kids are getting abducted daily. Kids in all countries. We're not just talking about third world countries. We're talking about our own country, even Australia. This happens at home. People are being murdered. People are being killed. People it's honestly so frustrating to see what exists in this world. I think right now, the beginning, we're in January in Australia, and right now, I think 5 children have lost their lives, and these are 2 heinous crimes from family members killing their own children. So what is it to say that why don't we know these stats? Why don't we see the reality of what's happening in this world? Why are we being hidden from the truths? Is it to soften the blow? Is it to make it out to feel like the world is not so bad as it is? But the reality is, if we know these truths, we can then take action towards them. We can be aware. We can protect our families. We can protect our generations ahead. We can help. But no one gives a shit. So this is a call to action. I need you to be more aware of what is really going on in the world. If you see an injustice, share it, post about it so that others can understand the reality of what actually exists. So others have power and knowledge to go, shit, this is a truth. Maybe I need to share this rather than sharing a COVID stat. For crying out loud, like you're sharing a stat that means nothing. How many people die every single day of real world problems, real situations that have existed for so long? But now, because the media has pushed an agenda for you to be in your face constantly, you're like, yeah, I should post about that. Post about the real world shit. There are some amazing people out there really putting work out to make a change in the world, to save children, to save anyone, to save people that are going through harm, to save things like from pedophiles, from domestic violence, from any forms of abuse, from health and disease, from illnesses, from trauma. And they're actually out there making a difference and really informing the public about what exists. If you make yourself more aware of them, you actually give the world a bit more power in making change. But the more we are the more we deny or ignore these real world situations, the harder it is for anyone trying to make change. So please be really aware and share information that actually has merit. Yes, it's okay to share whatever you like, but make an effort to put out information that actually can create change in this world.